Obviously, you guys go down 3-0, then you win the game at home. It feels like you and some of the other role players stepped up in that game. Was that juice from the crowd? Was that you guys finally getting comfortable in the series? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of everything. I think it's a do or die. And I think we knew that we weren't playing to the level that we should be playing. So I think whenever we play games like that, it's enjoyable. And I think we need to continue to ride that momentum and make the adjustments we need to make from the game that we won, and be ready to go for tomorrow night.
Mazzulla talks about that mindset all the time, that do or die. His whole philosophy is the closer you are to winning, the closest you are to losing, because you'll get complacent. Did you feel that from the Celtics? Did you feel the desperation on your side and sort of almost the premature celebration on the other side?
Honestly, I mean, I can't really talk about what they felt on their side. I mean, from our point of view, yeah, it is do or die, and I think we all knew that. And it's a position that we didn't think that we would be in, but we need to find a way out of that. And I think we have a team capable of doing that. We have great leaders, and yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think it's our team knew it was do or die, so we knew that we had to lock in.
You've played in a few closeout games this postseason, obviously. How difficult is it to match that desperation on the other side? Like, the other team knows that if they lose, they go home, but you know that you have maybe a little bit of a cushion. How hard is it to get up and match that intensity?
I mean, I think we prepare as if every single game is a do or die game. I think that's how it should be. But for us in other situations, I think having older guys like Kyrie and Luka and great leaders that know that it's first of 4 games, so no matter what, even with that third win, yeah, you do feel a little bit more comfortable, but I feel like the last win's always the hardest. So for us, it's just making sure that we're competitive, and yeah, in other situations, our goal has been just to maintain the mindset that it's 1-1 or it's not the closeout game.
Josh, the lineup with you and PJ and D-Live used in the regular season for all of 7 minutes.
Oh, really?
What's that like to play in these lineups and basically all rules are pushed aside and we just do what we have to do to win?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very fun. It's fun in general, just to be here and playing at a competitive level. But I mean, I think that's a cool thing about our team is we have so many different options that we can go to, so many different lineups, and I think we've seen that throughout the year. And also, a big thing of what coach has been big on since the start of the year is having a deep team that has different rotations. We've had injuries throughout the year, so we've had to try new rotations. So it's always fun to do.
It also looked like you were more decisive, like the ball was either being shot at or passed first with 21 seconds on the clock, and every one of you were much more decisive in driving, like no labels, no last names, no hierarchy.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all trust each other, and I think that's a big part of why we're here right now. So I think trust is the biggest thing in that. We all know that we're great players. I trust the guy coming in for me whenever I get subbed out, and I think that's what makes our team very good.
One last question for Josh.
Hi Josh, so as a kid you probably dream about playing in the NBA, so I want to know, how does the real NBA experience feel like compared to what you envisioned as a kid?
Yeah, I think as a kid, you think of just the basketball side of things, and obviously, it is a big part of all basketball. There's a lot of stuff that goes on outside that you just never see as a kid. But it's everything I ever dreamed of. Being in situations like this, and just it's hard to be in the moment when you're so competitive and trying to win these games. But there's definitely times where things feel very surreal, and especially being back in Dallas and hearing the fans and how loud they are. I have a couple seconds here and there, like in the game, where I'm just, it's surreal, and it's amazing to just be able to have that experience.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Josh.